Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about selling an option, making money selling an option on a stock that has had some recent news, and it's been a regular on the channel and in my portfolio. We're going to look at how you could make some extra money selling options on the stock if you decide that's right for you. Of course, this isn't advice of me telling you to go do this. Go check it out for yourself, see if it's right for you. And if you're watching this video and you're like, I would love to learn more about selling options and creating a potential income stream like I do, go check out my course. It helps out the channel. It's linked down below. I try to make it affordable and well worth your time. Thank you to all of you that have bought it so far. It really means the world to me. And if nothing else, if you could just like this video, if you enjoy this kind of content, that's all I ask. And I really do appreciate it. But today we're going to talk about a stock that has gone up pretty significantly last week. And it's one that I sell a lot of puts on in the past. And I currently have some open positions on the stock as well. And it's HIMS stock. And you can see on Friday, it was up 7+%. And if you're wondering why this is, Yahoo Finance actually has a pretty nice AI-powered article explaining precisely what's going on here. HIMS is looking to expand into men's hormone health market with a focus on testosterone treatments, which I think is a potentially huge market to address. I saw an article, I don't know how true it is, but testosterone in men is down significantly over the past 50 years. So possibly a lot of people are going to be looking for testosterone treatments. And if HIMS can get a piece of that pie and create extra revenue with this, that could be huge. And so with that being said, I might actually look at selling a put on HIMS tomorrow. Let's look at some potential options and crunch the numbers, what kind of return I can make and how much money I can make from selling a put on HIMS. So we'll go to Trade HIMS options here on Robinhood, which is my favorite place to sell options, and we'll switch to sell a put. And we're going to look at ones expiring this Friday. You can change your expiration however you want. I like to sell weekly expiring options. That's just me personally. I like to have a flexibility, and therefore I don't mind selling weekly and having to make more trades more often. But if you want kind of just to set it, forget it, maybe you'll go to a different expiration farther out. But right off the bat, one that strikes my eye is a $52 strike put on HIMS. And this is saying if HIMS goes below $52, I might have to purchase 100 shares if the buyer of this put says, hey, I want to sell you my 100 shares at $52 because they have the right to do so. And for me taking on that risk of buying a stock at a higher price than it could be going for, I'm going to make $87 from selling this one put, but there's a 25% chance that this is going to expire in the money. So HIMS is going to be below $52. On the flip side, there's a 75% chance that this expires completely worthless. And that's the optimum outcome that we're looking for, in which I just keep my $87 that I made initially from selling this put, and my collateral was released at the end of the week. Because yes, I have to put aside $5,200. We'll see right here if I go to pretend sell it and hit continue. You can see that my collateral here is $5,200 or whatever it takes to buy 100 shares at the strike price. And if we go back, something you might not like is this max loss that Robinhood tells you is possible. And yes, it is possible, but it's highly unlikely. And the reason being is this would only happen, this huge loss right here, if HIMS went all the way to zero. So if they went bankrupt and the stock went all the way to zero, this is the outcome. But what's the likelihood of that actually happening? And in my opinion, slim to none. So I often ignore this max loss. I know it's staggering when you see it, so I just wanted to disclose that. And so let's say I went forward with selling this particular put. If I head over to selloptions.net, which is my website that I created to upload Robinhood statements, and it tells me how much I make instantly from selling options. I also have some calculators on here, and one is this option selling calculator. And so we can put in the numbers for this option if we were to sell it, and it could tell us how much we're expected to make. So the expiration, as we saw, was this Friday, so the 19th. The expected premium, this is per share, so it's exactly as you would see here on Robinhood. It's 87 cents. And then the strike price, as we know, was 52. And let's say we only sell one contract, but theoretically I could sell multiple. So we'll hit calculate. We already know we're going to make $87 in premium because it's this number times 100. But the ROI, how much I'm making relative to how much I have to set aside as collateral, is 1.67% in 5 days' time. And then you can see if I decide to sell 2 contracts, that's almost $200 in premium right there. That what I usually do is I take the premium and reinvest it into shares of stocks. I could withdraw it and put it in my bank account and buy Chipotle if I wanted to. But typically what I do is I keep it in Robinhood and purchase more shares of my favorite stocks. So honestly, this is probably a trade, depending on the price action tomorrow morning, that I will consider making. Once again, that's not me telling you to go do it because you shouldn't listen to me or anyone online for that matter. But if you'd like to learn more about how all of this works and what these things mean and you're new to selling options, like I said, go check out my course. It helps out the channel, and I hope to see you in a future video.